Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning back in, guys. We're going into game two of the Vintage Cube League. I'm sorry it took a little bit to get this out. Work is a pain, but I plan on going ahead and finishing up the games tomorrow, and getting them uploaded. So we are currently in the queue for an opponent. Looks like we just got one, playing a green-black value deck, I guess you could say. Um, it seems pretty solid so far. Okay, I will be going first, because that is how I like to roll. Um, okay. So, normally keeping a one-land hand is just a no-go, but I've got two mana elves, a mox, and a forest, all green cards. If I'm ever going to keep a one-land hand, this is it. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Um, I'm going to proceed to get hosed, by the way. Anyone who is not familiar with how my luck goes, I'm going to get absolutely raffle stomped. But, decent chunk of mana acceleration for, oops, wrong one. Wrong color, but decent chunk of mana acceleration to go. I got excited for some, I thought that was the green. I thought it was a Mox Emerald. Godless Shrine. Okay, Godless Shrine tapped. So I say we go ahead and get in for one with the Mystic, and then drop a Manglehorn. Which is not, like I say, it's not giving us value for the Destroy an Artifact trigger, but getting one down this early, one, he's a 2-2, which is, you know, never awful. Oh my god! Oh, I misclicked. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I just foobarred myself. I'm just having a real feel bad moment right here. That was not what I wanted to do with my life. Alright, no, it's time to recover. Recover from being bad. That's what I need to do. So I'll go ahead and get in for 3. Go ahead and drop Arbor Elf. And he knows I have a Beast Within. So I could get rid of his Tideholder Sculler pretty much whenever I want, which means I have a Kitchen Finks on command almost. Okay. Okay, what was revealed? Sword of Feast and Famine. Mother of Runes. Okay. Huh. So here's a serious question. Because he can cast Sword of Feast and Famine next turn. But if I don't get rid of the Mother of Runes, then he's going to be able to give his guys protection. Mother of Runes is very annoying. Let's go ahead and attack. Because if he drops the Sword of Feast and Famine, I think I just let him drop the Sword of Feast and Famine and then Beast Within it. Like, if he can somehow try to equip it this turn, like destroy it in response to equip, I think is the play. Okay, Lingering Souls. It's going wide on me. Thankfully, though, with how my board state, or with how the board states progress, I really don't think me destroying the Mox Jet was a huge... I mean, it was obviously a huge misplay, but I don't think it's actually affecting me too hard. I'll go ahead and play a Pack Rat. God, Mother of Runes is going to be problematic. I need to get more removal, that way I can try to destroy something in response to Mother of Runes. Council's Judgment. Oh. Each player votes for a non-land permanent you don't control. Oh, so that just kills one of my guys then. Mystic, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I never realized how bonkers that card was. Yeah, this is not progressing favorably for me. I think it's actually about time to scoop it up, honestly. Let's go ahead and swing with the Manglehorn and just see what happens. Because you never know, he may block and use Mother of Runes, and in response I can kill Mother of Runes. So either I draw something good next turn or I'm just dead. Coming off of a colossal misplay. Like, just the hugest of misplays. Once again, though, I don't think it actually really affected anything. His curve was just absurd. So I think I just have to take it if I have any hope of doing anything. Because what do I have to play right now? Like, what do I have that'll actually do something? That's actually something, oddly enough. I mean, it's not a great deal of something, but it's something. Play Eternal Witness. Target. Manglehorn comes into play. Green, boom. Boom. Okay, that was not awful. I'm at 10, he's at 14. His attacks are now not near as good. I'm also top decking. And he has 5 cards in hand, 6 cards after this, and a bigger board state than I've got. Manglehorn slows down any artifact interaction he has, which may not actually do anything. It depends, I guess. Flashback Lingering Souls. Seems pretty darn reasonable. Swing for 5. Block the 3/3, I suppose. I got an 8. Dismember. Dismember, kill Tide Hollow Sculler. Go ahead and play my Kitchen Finks. Takes me back up to 10. And gives me a blocker big enough to kill the beast. Thing is, I've got 4 damage in the air flying at me each turn, so I'm still on a 3-turn clock unless I do something drastic here. Okay. Yep, that seems good. If I was him, I don't even think I attack with the beast. Yeah. It dies and gives me 2 life if you attack with it. So let's go ahead and play Batterskull. Batterskull, the artifact that just keeps on giving. No, I am just going to be 2 life away from dying. Yep. Concede. Alright. He had all the answers there, and I had all the bad plays. Okay. What's good here? So my removal seems excellent against him. So he is using at least. So he does have a couple things that interact by enchantments at least, and he has a few artifacts. So I think I'm pretty sure a Reclamation Sage or Thrashing Bronzodon would be okay, just to give me ways to interact with some of his artifacts and enchantments. Abrupt Decay is great. Elvish Mystic, Arbor Elf, Deathlight Shaman, they're all fine. Thron's great. Batterskull is amazing. Like, it could have kept me in there. I think Garrick may be a bit slow, depending on what he's got going. Shrink Maw is a good removal. Definitely want Thragtusk, because he is trying to be aggressive. Maelstrom Pulse is great. Manglehorn. Like, Manglehorn is oddly very good, even though he kind of douched me a bit. Thrun, I think we can... So he's immune to all of his enchantment-based removal if he has more than just the one, and I'm kind of banking that he doesn't. I'm kind of banking that he does. Is kind of how I'm trying to plan. I think I go ahead and take Reclamation Sage. Thrashing Mountain Reclamation Sage. I should have the mana for the Brontodon, but let's go ahead. No, Reclamation Sage should be better because I want to establish a presence, because he's going to get crazy on board very quickly. The thing that's troublesome is I really don't have a reliable way to deal with things in the air. That is a major weakness this deck has. I could bring in Hippie to try to do something about that, or I could just continue to try to use removal. Go ahead and take out Pack Rat for Hypnotic Spectre. Just to give us somebody in the air. Just to try to give us something. So we're going to be on the play, and we're not going to misplay like an idiot this time. I like this hand, okay? So we're going to keep it. Kind of wish the Deathrite was a Elvish Mystic, but that's fine. Deathrite Shaman deals with the Lingering Souls very, very handily, which is good. Fatal Push? There we go. Seems sweet. Scavenging Goose. Pass the turn. Tidehollow Sculler. Is he gonna take Kitchen Finks again? Yeah, oh, Beast Within, okay. Yeah, something's worried about me hurting, it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and start exiling things. I know that didn't actually necessarily do anything, it's just I had nothing else to really... I don't know. I'm having a bad misplay day, I've noticed. Just Bushin for 1. And the reason I actually didn't want to get rid of my Death Ray is just because I don't want to hurt Delve with Tassiger, because I actually would like to try to get Tassiger out. Because right now I'm looking to be able to get him out turn 5 if I hit all my lands, if nothing else goes to graveyard, which is it's highly unlikely he's not going to be able to kill one of my things. So he's going to be able to get in for 2. Another so he has a Sword of Feast and Famine and a Sword of Body and Mind. That's a little bonkers. He's got protection from green all day long, but like I said, it doesn't get him around Tassiger. That being said, holding back the Scoos is not going to do anything for me. Second main, we're going to play our Kitchen Finks. Go back up to 20. Pass turn. So if he plays a land and equips the sword, that's not. I mean, being hit with any of the swords is not good. Don't get me wrong, but like there are definitely worse interactions. And also, so here's the trick: since Sword of Body and Mind, when it deals damage to you, they put a wolf into play, and then they mill library in the graveyard. So next turn, I'm looking at casting Tassiger for 1 black. I'm also looking at potentially just getting a lot of resources to make my scavenging ooze ridiculous. So let's see what they hit in my yard. Maelstrom, Pulse, Abrupt Decay, Reclamation Sage, Forest, Swamp, Thragtusk, Hypnotic Spectre, and then 3 lands. So that's actually not the worst possible hit for us. Didn't necessarily want to draw a land there, but hey. Let's go ahead and cast him. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so that I can leave as much gas in the yard as I can for scavenging ooze. Or I could just use Tassiger's ability. Because the neat interaction is I can, off of Tassiger's ability, I can use Scavenging Ooze to thin my graveyard of cards I don't want. Like, I can thin the creatures out of my deck, so I just hit removal, and, you know, or I can thin out some non-creature spells, so I can potentially hit a creature, potentially get better odds of getting a creature I like, which is it's a nice interaction. Tasker is a green card, though. I actually forgot about that. It's actually a green and blue card, so it cannot block the sword. So I'm in a little bit of an awkward spot here. Okay. That was a good play by him. How's he having? Oh, he has a Fatal Push Exalt. Duh. That's the thing. Yeah, the man has a pretty solid setup, I have to say. Let's try a Tassiger. So more than likely he's going to give me the Elvish Mystic. Yep. Which you can't actually even cast either, which is problematic. I guess I passed turn? I'm hoping he's forgetting that Tassiger is a green card. Because, like I said, the interesting thing about... So, the way Color Identity works, I believe, I could be wrong, but at least for choosing a commander, which is one of my point of references on this, the way Color Identity usually works is if a card has a mana cost in it, then has an activated ability in it, then it counts towards its color identity. So even though Tasker costs 5 and a black, the activated ability that it has costs blue and blue or green. So that makes it a Sultai card or a black, blue, green card, or a bug card if you're old school. Baneslayer Angel's gonna swing in for 1,000,000. Also 1,000,000 for 10. And he gets another wolf. Like I said, I don't know how I get out from this. Because he's back up to 20 because Baneslayer Angel has lifelink. So he's just going hard against the library now. I did not expect that from the white and black deck. They only got 5 cards in deck at this point, and I drew a land. So for the lulz, we're gonna go outside. Actually, no, we're not. So we're gonna go ahead and concede. Yeah, that was a savaging. That was really bad. So I'm going to try to redeem myself. We're just going to go ahead and go right into Game 3. That was really bad, guys. I don't know if you noticed that. That was just rough as it could possibly be. So I'm never usually upset to lose. Losing is a part of the game, but I'm upset that I made as many misplays as I did. I didn't really... So I don't think either of those games I made a misplay that was super detrimental. I'm actually more upset about the misplay with Scavenging Ooze. And what I mean by that is, instead of playing a Kitchen Finks, which would have given me some more pressure to apply to him, which I don't know if it would have made a difference in the end, but Kitchen Finks would have allowed me to add more pressure. It would have allowed me to keep a little bit more of an offensive up, and I cannot keep this hand, good God. But instead I chose to remove a card from his deck. Fucking shit. Pardon the language, I just kept this hand because I'm an idiot. I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. God. I'm sorry, guys, I'll do better. Can we draw out? I'm so sorry, guys, I really am. I am genuinely sorry. I did not mean to suck this bad. I know this isn't entertaining. And he's going to curve out with perfect mana, and I'm going to get Raffle Stomp. Yep. I mean it, guys. I am so sorry. So, okay, I'm not trying to use this as an excuse, but I'm not used to having to give a running commentary while playing Magic. There's a lot of thought that goes into this, and it's even the little things like misclicking. I don't know. I'm trying to move too fast, and that's my fault. But like I said, you guys deserve more entertainment, and that's why I'm here, and I am failing to do that, so I genuinely apologize. I'm gonna go back right now. Still can't use his ability, but I can play one. You never know, I still could come out of this. I'm not dead yet, even though he does have a deck theme. Which is the greatest thief in the multiverse, for anyone who does not know. Target player draws 2 cards and then discards 2 cards. Gain control to our artifact, -6. You get an emblem whenever you cast a spell that targets one of our permanents. Gain control of those permanents. Okay. I need to deal with that very quickly. I'm not sure I can. Just being full disclosure. unless he leaves my pack rat alive for some reason, I think because I need to hit Dak. I can't let him ultimate Dak, because if he's got a bunch of burn spells, I just kind of lose at that point. Yeah, so he's going to destroy my pack rat. I'm going to take 2. I'm going to draw a land or bust. I'm actually going to draw a forest or bust, but I'll take a swamp, I guess. Yep, deck's going to be giving him card advantage. Okay. I can literally play Dismember or evoke Shriekmaw. I honestly think I just concede here. Because it's better to go ahead and concede while we still have time. I saw very little of his deck. Good news is he saw very little of mine too, so I mean it's one of those double-edged sword type of things. I'm honestly not gonna do anything. I honestly think I just go as is, because the deck didn't even get a chance to actually play. So I'm gonna play first. Okay, very very rampy hand, but I do like it. So I will keep this. I like it because of the Deathwitch Shaman and the Abrupt Decay. Let me just be clear about that. And I don't think I run out Deathwitch Shaman first, because I know he's in red, so I know he's got some sort of removal. So gonna probably run out the Elvish Mystic, and then on turn 2 I can run out the Arbor Elf and the Deathrite if I wanted to get greedy. But if nothing else, that would get me a lot of mana soon, as well as getting me some if nothing else, some chumps to try to beat in with. And the name of this video is going to be Vintage Cube League Games 2 and 3, Missclicks and Missplays. That's going to be the name of this video. Obviously, if you're watching this, you already know that. And if you have made it this far, I thank you for watching through my my bumbling and fumbling. And I do mean that wholeheartedly. I do thank you. I think I actually changed plans. I think I actually just go ahead and run out the Scoos, even though it's got no targets, but I mean still. Run out the Scoos. Go ahead and beat down with the Elvish Mystic, because the smacking for 1 is the time-honored tradition of the Mana Dork. Alright, Mountain and Copperline Gorge. Yeah, so he's incinerating the Scoos, which is actually fine. Some food for the Deathrite, who I will now play. I'll also go ahead and play the Arbor Elf. And I will telegraph like a boss that I've got the Abrupt Decay, and we'll just see if it does anything. I mean, he knows I'm holding up something if I didn't attack with the Elvish Mystic, or he could just assume it's a misplay. But working under the assumption that I'm not an idiot, which is still debatable. He's also running at least 1 fetch land, which does help with Deathrite as well. Oh, that's awkward. Sure. Oh, there's that fetch land I was talking about, so that could potentially help. So what I was just about to say, what can I draw? Potentially any threat would be okay. Let's go ahead and play Manglehorn. Manglehorn for no value. And not attacking with Deathrite Shaman seems good, because being able to use one of Deathrite Shaman's abilities just seems better to me. Because of the Scalding Tarn, I'm able to still leave up the Abrupt Decay, which is nice. Okay, so he's got his colors now. Cool. If I can get him to commit a bunch of spells to that, that would be nice. Okay, so I think I just killed a Dak in response to his abilities. He's still going to draw 2 and discard 2. Which does feed the shaman. It's important to note, everything feeds the shaman. He just needs to decide what he wants to ditch. That's where we're at. It's usually not the best sign when your opponent, draws cards and is just having the hardest time ever to figure out what they want to pitch. So swinging for 2. I will take 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and Thragtusk. Like, Thragtusk is super hard to deal with for a lot of things. Especially since he is tapped out. That's another good reason to go ahead and do that. I remember when Thragtusk came out, like, it was the entire reason I played green during the first half of that standard rotation, or the first half of the standard season after it was launched. It's the entire reason I was in green, because it would just swing games so hard. And I was doing the red green Titan list that was running Thragtusks, Master of the Wild Hunt, and Primeval Titans. Which was super fun, by the way. Tasker's Golden Fang is great. And I kept my 3/3 back, in case anyone's curious. Kept my 3/3 back to, just in case he attacks, we can only pump the Monster Whisperer once, which would be kind of a foolish attack, but if we can only pump the Monster Whisperer once, the Beast trades with it, or the Beast doesn't trade with it, the Beast blocks profitably with it. Okay. Huntmaster's pretty sick. Pretty, what the French call bonkers. I'm gonna go ahead and greed for Deathrite, exile his Manglehorn, just to get some value out of Deathrite, gain a little bit of life. Eternal Witness, okay. Let's go ahead and 4 mana activate Tassiger. Pretty sure he gives me Wall of Roots. He definitely won't give me Maelstrom Pulse. The only problem with that is now the Hunt Master is going to flip and kill something. Go ahead and just swing out. He can't, well, he could theoretically kill Tassiger, but in doing so he'll kill his Hunt Master and his Wolf. Or his Hunt Master and his Master. Monster is so weird. I don't know why I keep saying Master. So now I'm just trying to race him. That's literally the goal here. Yeah, I got greedy with Tasker. Like I should not have done the Tasker activation. I've only hit 4 lands so far this game, which is not super great, to say the least. I was gonna say I don't think he can really attack because he's only got 2 cards. He's only got 2 cards in hand, and he's got nothing super duper relevant apparently. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Eternal Witness. Now, do I get Thragtusk or Maelstrom Pulse? I can't actually cast 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't actually cast Thragtusk right now. Well, I could with a Wall of Roots. I could with Wall of Roots. I could cast them next turn. I think the best play is to just get Maelstrom Pulse, because at that point I can literally deal with anything. And I don't need to attack, I don't feel. I think I'm fine with just letting Huntmaster flip. The only negative for me is if he just does, well, it's not even a negative. So if he is so light on plays that he passes turn to let the Ravager flip, does that make sense? Then I think that's okay. Okay. This guy just drafted burn spells.deck and then put blue and green cards in it. Which, granted, there's worse things to have. Ooh. Alright. So he's miracling a Bonfire of the Damned. Because he's definitely doing it. I mean, there's no reason not to. Yeah, Bonfire of the Damned's good. In case you were not aware, Bonfire of the Damned is stupid good. now I draw Guy's Cradle. I think I just Maelstrom Pulse the Huntmaster. Tap the Guy's Cradle just because I wanted to tap the Guy's Cradle. He's only got one card in hand. I don't know. He's up on cards pretty hard. We're tied on mana. Well, not really, because he's got one mana up because my Guy's Cradle doesn't do anything until I hit a dude. So he's gonna hit me for 3. He's not got a super aggressive clock. He probably just has a bunch of cards he wants to use as removal. Ooh, okay. So that's a clock on both of us. He just happens to be winning. I don't know why he didn't play that. Damn it! All right. I don't know why he didn't play that at first. Because that would have pumped his Monterey Swift Sphere, I think. Because Paralysis is non-creature. Okay, so Batterskull does not help me by gaining life, but it does give me a 5/5. I'm sorry, a 4/4. Which stops the clock, but then again, all he has to do is just give me 2 standby phases. Unless I draw a Beast Within. A Beast Within would actually be pretty good right now. So I could Beast Within the Vortex, and then start gaining life off of Batterskull. But I think if I'm him, I just pass, knowing that I'm a... Oh. Well, no, actually, no, he kills me. Never mind. Yep. So that's it. I got 40 play points. We went 1 and 2. Because I want to say that the last game... game 2, I don't know how I would... Because I made minor misplays game 2. Yeah, that was not fun. Yeah, so let's go look at the deck again. I made minor misplays game 2. Game 3, misclicking on the keep there instead of mulliganing was painful. Like that's what really kind of sunk it in for me. But thanks everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you. The next Magic related video I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of spin into this. Next Magic related video I'm going to do is going to do with elves, because that's the deck I have on here. The actual full-fledged modern deck that I've got is elves. I'm gonna go and gonna just show some games playing it, because that's something that I know a little bit about. I've been playing it for a little while. I just think it'd be fun to do. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope this wasn't as awful to watch as I think it was. I promise I'll do better next time. If anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, like what I do, want to support what I do, please subscribe. It means the world to me. Even if I get 1 sub, it would honestly make the whole thing feel worth it. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful evening, and thanks guys. Take it easy.